Hey, my food is cold. Heat it up. Give me a bath and get me a beer. Hurry up, you're so clumsy. Why can't you do things properly, you lazy person? My husband treats me badly every day. He smiles when he sees me frustrated. I am the main breadwinner, so I should be treated with respect. He relies on me, so he should be more appreciative. A wife is supposed to obey her husband, but if he doesn't like it, I'll show him how hard it is to make as much money as I do. He's not the same as he used to be. I can't take it anymore. I'm leaving him. But he just said I'd come back soon since I don't earn money like him. What a ridiculous thing to say. He'll realize how wrong he is soon enough. I'm Kim, a regular housewife. I've been married for 5 years. My daughter, Sarah, is still a handful, but I'm happy being a mom. My husband, Bill, and I met at work. He worked in sales, and I was his assistant. He was the one who chased after me, and I gave in because I liked how he treated me. He promised to make me happy for life. After he proposed, he asked me to quit my job and become a housewife. My mom was a housewife and my dad worked. I wanted to have the same kind of family. He wanted me to support him as a traditional wife, and I believed his promise to support me, so I quit my job. But looking back, those were just empty words. Bring me a beer. Bill always sits in front of the TV, giving me orders with just a gesture. If I'm slow, he slams the table. Soon after we married, I saw his true nature. He treated me like a servant, even though workplaces don't expect women to serve drinks anymore. In his family, the wife was supposed to quietly obey her husband. I didn't know much about his parents, but it seemed normal to him that a wife should serve her husband like a slave. Why is my dinner cold? You should always have hot meals ready for me, no matter how late I get home. You should know that by now. I can't help when I'll be home. Why don't you get it? I'm the one who earns the money. I should be treated well. He would remind me constantly that I was just a housewife. He made the money, so he was the boss. He treated me like I was dependent on him, even though I took care of everything at home. He even wasted money on gambling. Did you gamble again? I told you to stop. Mind your business. It's my hobby. Sarah is still young. We need money for her care and for her education. I can't even buy her toys if you keep losing money. You need to manage things better. You're the one who stays home, so you should make sure we don't run out of money. Shut up. I can spend my money however I want. Don't tell me what to do. You're just a housewife. He yelled at me every day, and I didn't want Sarah to hear us fight. I tried to be patient, but one thing pushed me too far. I came home one day and noticed my closet was open. I had closed it before leaving. I checked and realized one of my bags was missing. It wasn't expensive, but it was special to me because my mom had given it to me when I got my first job. She knew how hard it was for me to find a job, so she gave me a designer bag as a gift. I'd always treasured it because it reminded me of her love and support. When I asked Bill about the missing bag, he casually said, "Oh, that bag. I sold it online." Why? Because you think I spent too much for a housewife. It was a designer bag. Worth a lot. You're wrong. Anything bought with my salary belongs to me. A housewife has no say. If I want to sell it, I will. You're awful. I have my own life too. What life? You made me stay home with Sarah while you went out to meet your friend. You bought more things we don't need, didn't you? I met my best friend from college. It was important. You don't make any money, so you have no right to argue. If you don't like it, show me you can make half of what I do. I bet you can't. I was done arguing. He just said, "Let's see if I can win tomorrow's game with the money from the bag sale." Our loud fight reached Sarah upstairs, and I heard her crying. That was the breaking point. I put up with so much, hoping it would get better, but it wasn't. He had even disrespected my memories of my mom, and now our daughter had heard us fighting. I knew I couldn't let her grow up with him. I had to leave. I decided to go back to my parents' house. Bill didn't stop me. He just said, "You'll come back to me in a few days. You're just a housewife with no money." I didn't care what he thought. I was determined to start over. When I arrived at my parents' house, they greeted us warmly. They told me to stay as long as I needed, and they were happy to have Sarah with them. Their love made me cry for the first time in a long time. "You're still our daughter, even if you've been away," my mom said. "I'm okay," Mommy Sarah said. "We're going to be happy now," I told them. We started our new life together. Sarah settled in quickly because she was always close to her grandparents. It felt good to be away from all the stress. I was even eating more, enjoying every meal without being criticized. I started to smile again, and my friends noticed how much better I seemed. But then, one day, I got a call from an unknown number. I was nervous but decided to answer. "Hello, is this Kim?" I was shocked to hear the voice. It was my mother-in-law. She continued, "Sorry to call you out of the blue, but I needed to talk about you and Bill." "Hi, what's wrong?" "I need to tell you something about your safety. Also, I want to apologize. Bill came to see us last night." Here's what she told me. Bill visited his parents late at night to talk about what happened. They found out that I had taken Sarah and left, and Bill said this. "Kim left and didn't even come back to clean the house. It's a total mess now." "But Bill, she moved in with her parents, right? You'll have to clean yourself." "She left on her own. She should at least come back and clean while I'm at work. After all, she's a housewife, and that's her job." "That's ridiculous. She couldn't even do the chores right when she was living with you." She made excuses, like saying Sarah was too young. "The reason she went back to her parents is because she couldn't handle things. She's going to learn from her mom and change her attitude towards you. And yet, she's been gone for over a month now." "Wait, have you thought about why she left?" "Huh? What do you mean?" "I'm saying it's because of you. If you keep thinking she left because of her, she's never coming back. She's hurt by the way you treat her." "Oh, whatever. A wife should obey her husband. She's supposed to support me, right? You and Mom were like that too." "Well, I've never been treated badly by your father. I respect him, and I've always cared for him with love. I love your mom, and I never thought she was below me. I wouldn't have a life without her. If I made you think a husband is better than a wife, I'm sorry. You need to apologize to Kim, and while you wait for her forgiveness, think about what you've done." Bill's parents told him off, but he didn't listen. He still thought he was right. It could have ended there, but then he said he was coming to see me. This made my parents worried. "I'm glad you let me know. We've always worried Bill might treat you badly. We should have realized sooner. Whatever happens, we'll support you," my mom said. "Thanks. I'll come by with Sarah once things settle. Be careful with Bill. He might do something if he gets too worked up." Soon after, my mother-in-law's warning came true. I was out one day, leaving Sarah with my mom, when I ran into Bill on the street. "Hey, Kim." "Oh no, Bill." He looked a mess. His shirt was worn, and his suit was wrinkled. I used to take care of his clothes, but now he looked unkempt. "What are you doing here?" That's my question. What are you doing out here in the middle of the day, leaving Sarah alone? And look at you, all dressed up. Don't tell me you're meeting some guy. You look like an Avon sales lady. "I'm just meeting a friend. It's none of your business." "It is my business. I'm your husband. You probably bought those clothes with my money. Don't talk back to me." He was back to his usual behavior, but I didn't have to take it anymore. "I bought these with my own money. My makeup and shoes too. How can I spend your money when we're not even together anymore?" "Well, wait, you were wasting money. That's why I got this stupid bill in the mail." He waved a paper in front of me. "Credit card payment. It wasn't paid from my account. This never happened before you left." "All right, I got it." There wasn't enough money in his account, and the bank couldn't process the payment. Bill blamed me for spending all the money. His narrow-minded thinking was almost pitiful. What's wrong? I just couldn't help but feel sorry for him. He's so stupid. Stupid? How dare you? Yeah, you bring home the money, but you're too dumb to track your spending. I swear I never touched your money. Even if I wanted to, you don't make enough to do that. It seemed like Bill still didn't understand, so I explained. Your salary was never enough. It wasn't an issue for us to live on $4,000, but it became impossible because of your gambling. My gambling? You were the one losing big sums, and then you had to gamble again the next week. No money left in the account. I was covering the shortfall. What do you mean covering it? How could you make that kind of money? You're just a housewife. Stop saying vulgar things. I worked a normal job. You thought I was just a housewife, but I was doing freelance work. My best friend from college helped me get into translation consulting. I worked from home, balancing it with household chores. I even went out for business meetings. My stupid husband never knew. Can you really make that much money doing that job? Finally, Bill seemed to believe me, looking pale and shocked. I proudly replied, "At first, it was very little. It's all about experience." But I stuck with it. And now I've earned big projects. This month I've made $8,000. 8,000. My salary is double yours. That means I'm above you, right? Well, you may make more, but I do all the housework and handle my job. Can you imagine how hard that is? You just work and gamble. He seemed to shrink in embarrassment, but then unexpectedly he dropped to his knees. I'm sorry. I had no idea you were covering for me. Covering for you? No, I did it to escape you. Please come back. The house is a mess without you. I don't know how to dress, and I'm tired of takeaways. You still see me as a housewife, don't you? Seriously? You never learn. The breadwinner is above the housewife, right? Then you clean and cook for yourself. I turned my back on him. I had a meeting with a client for a big project, and I wasn't wasting any more time on him. Before leaving, I added, I've already seen a divorce lawyer. The papers will be sent to you, not another credit card bill. Take care of it. A year later, I'm still working as a translator. I've even got a translated novel coming out. Sarah has adjusted well to kindergarten, and my parents help with her. When I visited my ex-in-laws, they told me Bill still hadn't changed. He said he was glad to be rid of his useless wife, which made them cut ties with him. Rumors say he still has a gambling problem and owes money to loan sharks. But that's no longer my concern. Now with my parents and Sarah, we have our own family.